You're listening to Productivity Straight Talk with your host, Amber De La Garza. She is passionate, direct, and sometimes a little sarcastic, but always gives you what you need to succeed in business. Now, here's your host, Amber De La Garza, the Productivity Specialist.
Welcome, and thank you for listening to Productivity Straight Talk. Today is episode 21, Digital Task Lists, 9 reasons you need to make the switch. If you are an entrepreneur who wants to take consistent, massive, focused action in your business and life, then you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you've joined me. My goal today is for you to learn 9 great reasons why you should work from a digital task list so that you can take advantage of its awesome capabilities and improve your productivity today. In today's episode, you're going to discover why digital task lists are more effective than paper ones, how you can easily disallow repetitive tasks from falling off your radar again, and some often unknown advantages of digital task lists that could be, well, life-changing. So let's dive right in and get straight to it. Are you still writing your to-do list down on a legal pad? Or maybe even worse, does your office look like a tie-dyed mess of brightly colored Post-it notes reminding you of upcoming appointments and to-dos? It is time to step into the era of digitization, starting with your task list. This is a bold statement, but you need to go digital with your task list to be the most effective and efficient. It's essential. Unless you're obsessed with old school methods and care less about improving your productivity, then you need to take advantage of the current technology and reap the many benefits of going digital. Here I'm going to share with you the 9 great reasons you need to ditch the paper and go digital with your task list today. Number 1 is it's centralized. When your tasks are on paper, they tend to multiply rapidly and find homes in random places. A sticky note on your computer screen, a jotted memo on the back of a client file, a reminder on a paper napkin at a lunch meeting. But having your task list digitized, you are able to capture all of your tasks and reminders in one convenient centralized location. It's like a one-stop shop for all of your to-dos and reminders. Number 2, always backed up. How would you feel if you misplaced or lost that notebook you wrote down all of your tasks inside? You would freak out, right? Yes, that is a given. You would struggle to remember your tasks and what it is that you needed to get done. But what if you couldn't find contact information of a prospective client that you were supposed to call back? Well, there went that potential business. And that exact scenario happened to one of my clients. She lost several hours looking for a phone number on a note that she had misplaced. And she never found it. She lost several $1,000s because it was someone that just reached out to her. And they had a blocked phone number. She was certain that she had written the information down so she could get back to them. But that wasn't the case. Don't let that be you. If you go digital and activate the appropriate settings, your task list will be backed up online so that you will never lose it again. Number 3, calendar integration. Along with digitizing your task list comes with the ability to integrate with your calendar. You can best utilize this feature in 2 ways. First, if you have a task scheduled for a particular day, you can clearly see those tasks when you're inside your calendar. This makes for a great opportunity that while you may look at your calendar and see open space, that open block of time really isn't open because you know that you have some priority tasks that need to get done during that same time. Secondly, you can utilize the integrated calendar feature to prioritize tasks based on the time you have between appointments. This ensures that you do not overschedule yourself with appointments or tasks. I absolutely love seeing my command central that I can see every appointment I have for the day, and then underneath it are the tasks that I need to get done for that day. Calendar integration is essential so that you can also move and drag your tasks onto your calendar to block out specific amounts of time on your calendar to be focused on specific tasks. Number 4, email integration. Your inbox is not your task list, so stop treating it that way. I know that many of you listening are treating your inbox as your task list. If you use your inbox as a task list, you will repeatedly inundate yourself with others' requests of you instead of accomplishing what you need to do. Let's be honest, your inbox is full of other people's requests. It's what they want you to look at, what they want you to respond to, what they want you to do, places they want you to be. Those are other people's to-do lists. And so long as you use your inbox as your to-do list, you are never going to be effective or efficient in your business. Working reactively through your inbox prevents you from moving forward with what most matters to you. Since many tasks are initiated from emails, it's wise to set up a one-click integration to easily add pertinent information to a task during their creation, which you can take advantage of using a digital task list. This is a strategic time management method you can use when you're processing your emails. And if you use Outlook like I do, you can utilize the quick steps to add emails to your lists with just one click. I'm going to give you some other recommendations at the end of this episode of other task lists that have similar features. But what I want you to be able to do is not be working from your inbox, but by programming it with one click, you can then move that information to your to-do list. Once that email, which perhaps has a task for you to do, is in with the rest of your tasks, you'll be able to properly prioritize. What happens is we get stuck in our email and we work down our email and then we never get to our own to-do list. And so I want you to stop doing that. Number 5, access on all mobile devices. It's a new era, and we were always on the go. It's not the traditional 9 to 5 and sitting at our desks and working in front of a computer. Being mobile has thus become a necessity as we're always on the go. Your tasks and ideas come to you at all times of the day. Not just while you're sitting at your desk and in front of your computer, but perhaps in between meetings or as you're getting ready in the morning or after you're winding down after dinner. I want you to be able to always capture your tasks as they come to you, and the best way to do that is by having your task list on your mobile device. Maybe you have a great idea about a marketing campaign and you need to capture that. Not only is having your task list on your mobile devices best for capturing, but it's also most effective and efficient for getting tasks done. You always have it with you. So maybe you're going to a meeting and it gets delayed for 30 minutes. If you have your task list with you, you can reference your digital task list and start working on some tasks that can get done while you're on the road and while you're waiting for your client that's delayed by 30 minutes. Having your task list synced to all of your devices will also provide convenient access to your task list so that you can view and complete tasks while you're out of the office at any time. Before we finish my list of reasons why you certainly need to go digital, I want to make sure you stop screwing your productivity today. So I've got something special for you. Want to reduce your stress? How about grow your business? Wish you had more time for family, friends, hobbies, and everything else you enjoy? Think you can't have all three? You're wrong. You just need to stop screwing your productivity. Text SCREW to 444999 to receive your free copy of 10 ways you're screwing your productivity. Or you can download your free copy at theproductivityspecialist.com/screw, SCREW. Number 6, set up reoccurring tasks. Never forget a reoccurring task again. You know, the repetitive ones that fall off your radar as afterthoughts but are still necessary, like purging your files, following up with a past client, paying your bills, or even just changing the air filter in your home. Going digital with your task list means that anything you want to consistently be reminded of to do can be automated as a reoccurring task list daily, weekly, monthly, or even yearly. This removes the inefficiencies of repetitively typing or writing tasks that require completion on a reoccurring basis. Not to mention, you're probably often just plain forgetting those tasks need to get done. And when you don't have a system like reoccurring tasks, then you're left to remembering, getting it on your to-do list, writing it again. And next thing you know, while you wanted to do something on a monthly basis, it may have been a few months before the last time you remembered to do it. So by setting up reoccurring tasks, you can pull through tasks into your daily, weekly, or monthly routines and never think about them again until they show up on your to-do list. Number 7, categorize. Categorizing your task list is a bit more advanced, but it can prove to be very beneficial. Now, I categorize my to-do list, and I do that so that I am able to more effectively prioritize. So if you were to look at my to-do list, you would see that all tasks that have to do with revenue are green. Anything that has to do with marketing and growing the business is orange. Anything that has to do with client-specific tasks are red. Administrative admin tasks are gray. What this does is give me a visual cue to be able to effectively prioritize my task list. Because if I have green on my task list, it should not be saved to the end. It should be brought to the very top. And then next client tasks. And then next orange tasks that are proactive ways in which I'm growing my business. And lastly would be administrative tasks. It also lets me batch my tasks together so that I can get all of my administrative tasks together and done, and that is also more effective. So having a digital task list and being able to categorize them lets you be much more effective and efficient with the way that you get after your to-do list. Number 8, assign dates. Oftentimes, written task lists are missing the most important information, the due date. If you don't have a digital task list, you're probably only creating to-do lists for one day at a time. Any uncompleted tasks get rolled over to the next day and the next day, and that means you're either rewriting it, reprioritizing it, and you're not really clear about when these tasks need to get done. Many of those tasks don't need to be even accomplished that day or even the next day, but your attention is consistently on it and being drawn to it because you don't have any place to put it into the future. And so that can be a lot of mental clutter that if you put something on your to-do list and you're not ready to take action on it or the due date isn't very soon, then you're looking at it and you're looking at it and you're spending energy and you're reprioritizing and putting it at the bottom and rewriting it for the next day. None of that is effective nor efficient. By assigning due dates to each task on your digital list, you will not need to look at that task until the appropriate time, thus freeing up your time and energy to focus on the tasks that do require your immediate attention. Applying dates is how I personally successfully maintain between 200 and 300 tasks on my master task list without feeling overwhelmed. I can think of something that I want to do in quarter 2, and all I do is capture that information, take my notes, and put a to-do list to revisit it in the 4th quarter. I'm also able to have tons of reoccurring tasks on my to-do list, and so those rack up on my master list, but if they're not done just monthly, well, there's 12 tasks for one. So what I'm saying is that when we don't have assigned dates and we're just working off of a manual, handwritten to-do list, we're really in the reactive mode of what just needs to get done today. And by having a digital task list, the sheer fact that it's going to require you to create a date that it's due will make you think further in advance from just today, tomorrow, or this week. Number 9, the 9th reason why you need to go digital with your task list, automatic rollover. Going digital efficientizes. Yes, I love to make up my own words, but we'll call it efficientizes your task list. Truth be told, there are many days you will not complete all of your tasks, or maybe any of your tasks in rare circumstances. It is super effective and efficient to have those tasks automatically roll over to the next day. Making the move to a digital task list means saying goodbye to rewriting your uncompleted tasks over and over again. Let's be realistic here. If you didn't have time to get the task done, you certainly don't have time to rewrite the list. So by using a digital task list, it will automatically roll it to the next day so that when you're planning your day based on the 5 daily planning pavers, you'll then be able to prioritize your tasks based on what didn't get done the previous day, what's due the next day. All right, so that's a wrap. I'm going to go ahead and summarize those for you just one more time. Number 1 reason that you want to go digital is to centralize. Number 2 is that it's always backed up and never lose a random task or your notebook or a piece of paper again. Number 3, calendar integration. You want to ensure that you're able to schedule your tasks onto your calendar. That's a form of time blocking, and I talk about it in my time blocking episode. You want to be able to see the tasks that you need to get done along with your appointments, because white space doesn't always mean that you're available, because when are you going to get those tasks done? Number 4, email integration. Please get out of your inbox as your to-do. You need to move your tasks that come through your inbox onto your to-do list so that it can appropriately be prioritized within the tasks that you're creating for yourself that will grow your business and move it forward. Number 5, access on mobile devices. Again, you want to be able to not just access on mobile devices to be able to add to your to-do list, but in the event that you want to get a task list done on the road or in between appointments, or maybe you're running errands, I want you to be able to always have your task list with you. Number 6, set up reoccurring tasks. Never forget a task again. All of those reoccurring tasks that you hope to get done to move you, your business, and your life forward on a daily, weekly, monthly, and even yearly basis, throw them in there. In fact, I have my annual eye checkups in my task list where I don't need to think about it. It just tells me when to schedule my appointment. If I were to think about the last time I went to get an eye exam, by the time I thought about it, it's going to be more than a year. So all I do is throw that in as a reoccurring task, and when it shows up, I take action and schedule that appointment. There are so many examples of how reoccurring tasks can keep you productive and moving forward in your business and life. Number 7, categorize. All right, so this was a little bit more advanced, and this is definitely for the super organized, but I love color coding and categorizing for a few reasons that I mentioned before, but one more is also when I go back to review my week and I don't see anything green on my task list done, which meant what? Revenue generating, I have a problem. I need to be able to see that I didn't have enough on my to-do list that was revenue generating tasks, and I'm going to make a shift and do it different the next week. Perhaps I have a ton of admin. Well, as I'm planning my next week, I'm not going to be spending as much time in the admin tasks, and that's really easy to do when you categorize. Number 8, again, is assign dates. This one feature will get you out of being reactive to your day and getting you past just planning today, tomorrow, and this week. You will be able to plan way into the future, getting it out of your head and never having to think about it again because you trust your digital task list that it will show up when you wanted it to show up. Number 9, automatic rollovers. All right, please, if you don't have time to get your tasks done, don't be wasting your time writing it and rewriting it. So number 9 was automatic rollovers. Okay, so by this time, the next sensible question you might be asking yourself is, well, Amber, what program do you recommend and what program do you use? What program has these 9 features for a digital task list? I want to answer that for you. So I am absolutely in love with Microsoft Outlook. I use Microsoft Outlook as my entire productivity hub. It manages my emails, my task list, and my calendar. Okay, it's all in one, it integrates, it flows, and it's all in one place. I use this for my personal tasks, the things that I need to get done. With regards to my team and project managing and things to do with, say, the podcast or content creation where I'm working with multiple people, I use Trello. And I'll have an entire episode about Trello in the future, but this is my own personal to-do list that I use for Microsoft Outlook. All of the features that I've recommended are found in Microsoft Outlook. I'll link out to the show notes. And so the show notes you can get at theproductivityspecialist.com/021. And I'll link out to where you can buy Outlook, a very nominal fee per month, get your email account on Exchange. This is what you need so that it can be updated across all platforms, all computers, all mobile devices, so your task list is always working. And I do need to mention this. For those of you that have adopted the mantra of once you go Mac, you don't go back, I want you to know that I do have an Apple laptop, or I did for some time. I've now since donated it to my son and went back to PC. And one of the main reasons is because there is a Mac version of Outlook, but it does not have all these features. You will not find these features that I'm talking about. The Mac version of Outlook is very, very minimal. And so I do not recommend the Mac version of Outlook. So only the PC version of Outlook. But for those of you that are on Mac or just simply don't want to use Outlook, I have researched and I've had some clients use it and with some good reviews. And there's another app out there called Todoist. Todoist is an app that many people are using and have had great results with. And they do have all of the features that I'm talking about, including the email integration. It's not as one-click step simple, but you can definitely research it. I did it with one Google search. You're able to create tasks from emails immediately and directly into your Todoist app. So that's definitely an alternative. The Todoist app is good across all platforms. So whether you're Android or Apple or PC or desktop or laptop or notebooks, it doesn't matter. That is one of the best things about the Todoist is that across all platforms works the same exact way. All right, so my 2 recommendations were to use Microsoft Outlook or Todoist to be able to take advantage of these 9 reasons why you should go digital with your task list today. And if you're still not ready to take the leap because you think technology is just too much for you, I'm urging you, I'm persuading you to just try it because there's so many great benefits on why you need to go digital with your task list. If you aim to be effective and efficient with your time and increase your productivity, you must take advantage of the multiple benefits of operating off of a digital list. The ripple effect of increased productivity in your life, including the ability to get stuff done at anytime, anywhere, could absolutely be mind-blowing to your business. While I have loved having you listen to Productivity Straight Talk, I need to be straight with you. No change, no change. Without taking action, nothing will change for you or your business. So based on what you learned, what are you willing and committed to taking action on today? Honestly, are you willing to either adopt a digital to-do list and learn it and learn the programs? Or are you committed to utilizing your digital task list that you have now in a new way? Because many of you are listening to this and do have a digital task list, but are not using these 9 features. And so I'm urging you to up your game and to fully utilize all of the benefits of a digital task list, whether you're currently using one or not. And I want you to share your actionables and receive support and guidance and motivation from entrepreneurs just like you. And to do so, you can join us on the inside of Productivity Straight Talk. We have a private Facebook community where you can go to, and I can't wait to hear, is there an app I didn't talk about that you absolutely love? Is there an app out there that has even more features than this? Share it with us. What is your favorite feature of having a digital task list? We would love to hear from you inside our private productivity community. And you can join us by going to productivitycommunity.com. Again, you can join us by going to productivitycommunity.com. So that's my straight talk for you today. Go get a digital task list. Execute on it, create it, make it your new normal, and take advantage of all the great reasons why you should be digital today. And until next time, have a productive week.